0-0 from Greeley between Brush and Lamar as we go to the third inning. On the opening day of the 3A state tournament, Faith Christian and Bayfield are playing as well from Butch Butler Field. Games to come today, Erie and Manitou Springs after this one. Starting at 12:30 from the Jackson Sports Complex, and at Butch Butler, Eaton versus Roosevelt at 12:30. Brad Bass will bat for Brush. He walked in the opening inning against left-hander Tyler Blaine, who fires a ball. Bass, Derek Lynch, and Roy Grauberger in the third. The Beat Diggers have the game's only hits. Neither team has committed an error. And the 1-0, and that fastball tails outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Rockies and Padres tonight right here on 1010. Rockies on deck at 7:30. First pitch at 8:05. Great pitching matchup tonight with Aaron Cook at 5-1 for the Rockies and 4-1 Jake Peavy for San Diego. Bass back in with an open stance from the right side, 2-0. And that one tails upstairs, 3-0. 3 strikeouts recorded for Tyler Blaine, but he's also walked a couple. The Lamar pitching staff allowed just 2 runs in 2 games in their district tournament victories last weekend. And that fastball is right down the middle for a strike. It's 3-1. Beat Diggers had 1 man on in the first and 2 in scoring position in the second, but did not score. Ball 3, strike 1 to Brad Bass. The pitch, and that one bounces in. So Bass walks, and that'll bring up Derek Lynch, the left-handed hitting shortstop who grounded to second on a fielder's choice in the opening frame. Lamar has stranded just 1 against Arturo Maltos. Well, Bass can certainly run. He's got 12 stolen bases, but he's got the lefty on the hill squaring to bunt, and Lynch lays it down foul off to the third base side. It was Lynch's at bat in the 5th inning against Olathe that turned the Beat Digger fortunes around in the district semifinals. Brush was down 3-1 with 2 on and nobody out. He bunted it up the third base line. The ball was thrown down the right field line. 2 runs scored. Lynch went all the way to third, and as he slid in, the ball was thrown down the right field line, and he scored. The offering, scoring to bunt. It's high. Throw back to first, and Bass is back in sliding. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that was precarious over there, but Bass, a very smart base runner, decided that I can't take any chances. Get back there before Aguilera is able to throw me out. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, nobody out in the top of the third inning. We are live from Jackson Sports Complex in Greeley on the opening day of the 3A state tournament. No score between Brush and Lamar. Lynch back into the box, and the pitch squaring to bunt, and that hit him. Bass caught again, now slides back to first. Oh, man. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Bass is anticipating a bunt almost a little bit too early. And if Aguilera had released that baseball, Bass might have been picked off. Ball 2, strike 1. The third baseman, Kelly Repp, is several steps in. The pitch swung on and grounded foul up the first base side. 2-2. Lefty against lefty in the top of the third. The winner will have a few hours to rest. The loser has a whole day to rest because they won't play till tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock against the loser of the Erie-Manitou Springs game. Ball 2, strike 2 to Derek Lynch, the top of the third. Scoreless from Greeley. The offering, and that bounces in there. Bass going, throw to second, the slide, and he is going to be safe. The ball actually went off the helmet of Bass. It looked like Australia had it in his glove, but as the ball and the helmets all met at once, and the ball got away. I think the umpire out there might have called Bass out, and he hung on. But when he saw the ball go away, obviously there was no call. Bass with his 13th stolen base of the year. It's a payoff pitch to Derek Lynch. Here it is. Low with a fastball, and the Beat Diggers have runners at first and second with nobody out in the third inning. And here comes the heart of the order in Roy Grauberger. And with the Beat Diggers being the visiting team in this game, you don't want to get into a situation where it's close late and then you know those outs to work with. You get to this pitcher early and maybe good things happen. We'll find out. Grauberger grounded to second in the opening frame. Runners take base. The pitch, a good play by Aguilera. 1 ball and no strike. Northeastern Colorado's home season loan with Morgan echoing there'll be a conference hill. As the train walked 4 in the game, first 2 in the top of the 3rd. The belief is in this 3A double elimination state tournament, if you talk to people who followed 3A baseball all season, that Brush is on the weaker half of the bracket because Eaton, Roosevelt, and Faith Christian are all on the top half. On the bottom half for the Bead Diggers, Manitou Springs and Unproven, although they proved themselves this year, there's no doubt about it. And, of course, this team in Lamar, which is a proven commodity as well. But, again, are they as strong as the Patriot League teams? The pitch, swing and a miss. Grauberger wanted to make it 3-0 on one swing and pulled off on that fastball. The count is level at 1-1. Arturo Maltos will hit next. Brush is threatening for the 3rd consecutive inning but has not scored. The offering in the dirt gets away, and to 3rd is Bass. There will be no throw on the wild pitch. To 2nd is Derek Lynch. And 2 balls and 1 strike to Roy Grauberger. Let's see how head coach Dave Faziato plays that infield. I believe he's going to keep them back. So any ground ball in the middle will score a run. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out in the 3rd with the Bead Diggers and Savages scoreless from Jackson Sports Complex in Greeley. And the 2-1. And did he swing at that one? There might be an appeal over at 3rd. Didn't see a swing and the appeal, and they're going to say no. 3 balls and 1 strike. Blaine is the number 1 pitcher for Lamar, but he is struggling to find the strike zone. Well, Grauberger's not going to swing unless he sees a beach ball at this point. 3-1. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs, and Blaine has walked the bases loaded. And Arturo Maltos is going to have a much better at-bat this time than he did in the 1st inning. In fact, the next 3 Bead Diggers coming up all struck out against Blaine. So the Bead Diggers are not assured of scoring here. They've got to make sure they have much better at-bats the second time around with Maltos, Guzman, and Kyle Lynch. Lefty against righty, the pitch. And that fastball is a strike on the outside corner, belt high. This could be a momentum turner if the Bead Diggers do not score. Bases loaded and nobody out in the 3rd in a scoreless game. And Maltos awaits. Curveball swung on and missed. Not even close to that pitch. It's 0-2. At 3rd is Bass. At 2nd is Lynch. At 1st is Grauberger. They all walked. 5 walks issued by Blaine, but he's 0-2 against Maltos. And the offering. Curveball is grounded and stabbed by the 3rd baseman. And can he tag Derek Lynch? I don't think he got him. Oh, they're going to say he got him. Nonetheless, Bass scores on the ground out. What a play by Kelly Rep, who stuck out his glove. And Mark Moniz is going to go out there saying that the tag was never applied. And I can tell you from this vantage point, it was not applied. But the diving stab on that ground ball by Maltos allows a run to score, and the Bead Diggers lead 1-0. Good job by Maltos waiting on that curveball. 1st and 2nd now, 1 out. And I can tell you that Lynch was not tagged, not from this vantage point. Looked like the umpire was shielded as opposed to the angle that I've got here. Here is Sam Guzman. The pitch, swing, and foul tipped into the glove. It's 0-1. Guzman did strike out in the opening frame, actually in the 2nd inning. Maltos drives in his 17th run. And the offering, swing and a miss and a fastball above the letters. It's 0-2. Boy, the Maltos ground ball was headed into left field before Rep dove and stopped that ball and tagged Lynch going by. No balls and 2 strikes to Guzman. He has got to protect here. The pitch, driven down the left field line. If it stays fair, it's trouble. It is fair. Headed into foul territory. Grauberger scores. Maltos is to 3rd base. Into 2nd with an RBI double as Sam Guzman on an 0-2 pitch. And the Bead Diggers lead 2-0. It's a game of inches, and that ball was just fair along the left field line. 2 consecutive hitters, Maltos and Guzman, have hit the ball well on 0-2 pitches. And for Sammy, he drives in his 21st run. Now Kyle Lynch, who is 0 for his last 8. He's got to make some contact here. The infield is playing halfway. The wind by Blaine, the pitch. Fastball is up and away. Lynch struck out in the second. 1 ball and no strikes. And the offering. And that ball gets off the catcher's glove towards the screen. Maltos takes off for the plate. There will not be a throw. He scores. And to third base is Sam Guzman. That's going to be a passed ball. And Brush now leads Lamar 3-0. Again, to this pitcher early, as the Beat Diggers have to do, being the visiting team in this game. And good things can happen for Brush. And for Kyle Lynch, he's in a hitter's count now at 2-0 with Guzman at third. The wind and offering. Swing and a miss. Again, he's struggling with that tailing fastball. Pulling off on that pitch. And again, that's where walks will kill. As we have found out with Tyler Blaine with the 5 walks. 2-1 to Lynch. And he swings and pops it up into shallow left field. And the shortstop going out Straley. Still going. And the ball is caught by the left fielder. Guzman holds up at third as Aguilar called off Straley at the last second for the second out. And that'll bring up Daniel Rubalcaba, the Beat Digger left fielder who walked in the second inning. Brush leads 3-0. They have just 1 hit in the inning. An RBI double from Sam Guzman. The wind and the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Blaine might be reluctant to throw the breaking ball, knowing that he's bounced a couple there. It is 1-0. Guzman leads off of third, and Blaine will wind up the offering. Fastball is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes, and we have found out that the concern that head coach Mark Muniz had earlier this season, which was turning over the lineup and getting production out of the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, no longer exists. The Beat Diggers have produced in those areas. Fastball, a strike. 2-1 down the middle at the knees. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store featuring Morgan County's largest variety. That, of course, is the Brush Grocery Cart. Ball 2, strike 1. Pitch to Rubalcaba. In the dirt, but blocked by Aguilera. 3-1. 35 pitches were thrown by Blaine going into this inning. And in this inning, this will be his 31st pitch. And he's already walked 5 in the game, 3 in the inning. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Rubalcaba swung at that pitch when it was in Aguilera's glove. 3-2, but no big deal because he's still got a pitch to play with Guzman at third. And 2 down and 3 in the third. And the payoff pitch. And did he take it? Yep. Took it for a strike on a fastball. Strikeout number 4 for Tyler Blaine, and the inning is over. However, the Beat Diggers scored 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left at third. Let's head to the bottom of the third. It's Brush 3, Lamar nothing. You're listening to the Colorado 3A State Baseball Tournament on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.